Deputy Speaker. I welcome this bill backing police to cut crime, building on our record of cutting crime and backing our frontline officers, and reforming our justice system to make sure criminals spend longer in jail. However, today, Madam Deputy Speaker, I'd like to focus my comments on amendments NC 55 and NC 42. Having an abortion is a significant, irreversible and life-changing event for a woman, and I know that most women do not make the decision to abort lightly. Women who seek abortions need compassionate advice and support. However, probing amendment NC 55, brought by my honourable friend for Kingston upon Hull, is at odds with the recognition that abortion is a difficult and heavy decision which requires support and compassion. Removing safeguards and legal provision around abortion devalues women's experience of abortion and drives the focus away from quality health care. The proposed amendment to decriminalise abortion, in my view, and in the views of numerous constituents in Hastings and Rye who have contacted me on the subject, would introduce abortion on demand for any reason up to birth. Abortion would be available on demand for any reason, and evidence shows that after a few weeks, unborn babies are sentient beings in the womb. Who gives them a voice? We should ask ourselves, what kind of a society are we that would condone this?
I'm very grateful to the Honourable Lady for giving way, but as I just expressed in my short contribution, I think we need to get the facts straight here. Could the Honourable Lady point to where in the amendment it says that there will be no safeguards around abortion? It talks about decriminalisation, not deregulation.
Doubt that it talks about decriminalisation but doesn't underline the safeguards. As the also 800 medical professionals also in an open letter to my honourable friend for Kingston upon Hull have said, your proposal to allow abortion up to birth in this country would attack the heart of the medical profession, our core duty to protect life whenever and wherever possible. And that the British public prides itself on being a reasonable, humane and tolerant society. Such an extreme and radical abortion law has no place in the UK. We see 70% of women favouring a reduction in abortion time limits, and we see from recent history that abortion time limits align to the viability of a baby, the point when a baby can survive inside or outside the womb. We should therefore be seeking to reduce the time limit, save for exceptions. NC 42, introduced by my honourable friend for Ealing Central and Acton, imposes censorship zones outside abortion clinics. This goes against the long-standing tradition in the UK that people are free to gather together to express their views. It also goes against this government's commitment to human rights and freedom of speech in our party manifesto. The right to protest is the cornerstone of our democracy. Whilst I personally find it somewhat offensive and lacking in compassion for people to gather outside an abortion clinic where women should be given space when accessing an abortion, what I find offensive may be different to what other people find offensive. If we ban speech or assembly on the likelihood of causing offence, we will have to ban far more than demonstrating outside of abortion clinics. I'll give way.
For giving way. Would she also agree with me that many abortion clinics are co-located with general hospitals, and that could curtail the rights of trade unionists and health workers to actually demonstrate outside their own hospitals?
I would acknowledge that that is the case, my honourable friend. Current laws, this sets a dangerous, so if we cannot have demonstrations, it sets a dangerous precedent, and I urge members to reject this motion. Current laws provide wide-ranging powers for authorities to keep public order and protect women and the public from genuine harassment and intimidation. An extensive review undertaken by the Home Office in 2018 concluded that legislation already exists to restrict protest activities that cause harm to others. Most notably, public space protection orders under Section 59 of the Antisocial Behaviour, Crime and Policing Act 2014 can be used. The UK's first buffer zone around an abortion clinic was established in 2018 by Ealing Council using a public space protection order in my honourable friend, the member for Ealing Central and Acton's constituency, which prevents protesters from gathering up to 100 metres away from the clinic. Other local authority areas have also brought in similar public space protection orders. In summary, Madam Deputy Speaker, I urge members of the House to reject these amendments.